Hey guys, and welcome back to the Sims 4 speed building video. Today we're making a street of terrace houses. I fancied making a street of terrace houses rather than a singular one, just because that looks more natural, and then you get a choice of where you want to live on the lot. So as you can see, there are 6 houses, each 2 stories with a little extension on the back that can be a bathroom or like a kitchen extension or like a laundry. It's very common for terrace houses in Britain to have that kind of extension put on the back, because the houses weren't very big to begin with, and over time a lot of people have wanted, you know, that extra bit of space. Those extensions are really common. My experience with terrace houses have either been, you know, like my grandma lives in one, I lived in one at uni, so, you know, they're very natural, very common. I might be buying a terrace house in the future, who knows. So yeah, I just fancied a bit of variation. So as you can see, I've given them each a little bit of a back garden as well, and that little roof, just put that roof line all the way across, and each terrace house is going to have a little front garden kind of bit. I say garden, but it's more like a patio area, as most people kind of use their front bit as, you know, somewhere to put their car or just to put the bins. Some terrace houses don't actually have this bit, but I didn't want to put the houses straight onto the edge of the lot. So they've each got a little front section that, you know, you can customize to your will. But yeah, so as you can see, I was trying to match the kind of road as best as I could, but we don't have an exact swatch that matches, so I've just kind of gone with a bit of a kind of concrete path kind of vibe, and then given each of the houses different textures flooring out the front, so it's kind of customized to each person's house. So the front and the back of each of these houses is all going to be slightly different. I didn't want it to be copy pasted, just I wanted them each to have their own like individual style, etc. So yeah, they've each got their own doors, windows, all of that kind of thing. They're all also going to have their own floor plans, so each house will be slightly different, and I think that just kind of adds a bit of fun to it, because although most terrace houses were very linear and just kind of a copy paste down a street, in reality it's more fun in The Sims, I think, to make it, you know, a bit more interesting, and that way you can kind of pick which house style you want to have, and how you want to play it. So obviously in this build I'm making the framework for each of the houses, and kind of putting the walls in and the doors, but I'm only going to furnish one house, so that then you can either download it straight away and use that kind of pre-built furnished house, or you can use one of the other ones. So with this house, if you are going to play with it, I do recommend that you lock all the other doors, so you just have your bit of space unlocked. So, you know, lock 5 of the houses and then play with the one you want. Your Sims aren't going to wander around empty houses then, and you should all be good. So here we go, you can see that I'm putting in the windows, and I'm trying to kind of mix and match them a bit per like house, but kind of keeping within the same type of windows and same style of windows, just to make it a bit more interesting. So some of them have got windows from Get Famous, some of them have got base game windows, some of them have got like get together windows, a bit of everything really. Okay, so all the doors and windows are in. By doors I mean external doors, and then the next thing that I wanted to do was to put the stairs in. This kind of gave me the ability to give them all different layouts by having the stairs be like different dividing points in the houses. So yeah, now the stairs are in, I thought I'd go ahead and start doing all the rooms. So upstairs, some of the houses are just going to have 2 bedrooms, or like a bedroom and an office space. Some of them are going to have those bedrooms and like space for bathrooms, because some terrace houses have their they have their bathrooms upstairs, and some of them have them downstairs. It's like my grandma's house, the bathroom's upstairs, but my house at uni, it was downstairs. So, you know, you can kind of mix and match where you want things to go, and then for the downstairs area mainly, it was just kind of split into 2 rooms, like a front room and a back room, and then you could either have, you know, like a living space and a dining space, or like 2 kind of living spaces and then a kitchen at the back, or you know, however you fancied doing it. It's very much up to you. There you go. As you can see, everything's sectioned off now. I think it looks quite nice from outside, even though we hadn't put any paint or roof textures on yet. So there we go. We've just given it like a black roof, very just kind of standard and plain. And then I was like, right, I need to put some paint on the walls. I'm sick of staring at the plain concrete. I went for this kind of rusticy brick first and decided, nope, that really doesn't look right. So actually I'm gonna go for this brick base and then wooden cladding up the top, and I'm actually going to do that all the way along the row of houses, but mix and match the wooden cladding. There you go. As you see, sticking it all the way around, so we've got that wood and the cladding up the top, and then changing it up a bit, so you know, you can say that, oh, that neighbour decided to have a bit of pink or like yellow or blue or whatever, and then just making sure that it matches for each set of terraces really. I thought I'd go with, you know, having 3 houses all being the same, and then you've just got like 3 wacky neighbours down the side as well. And then obviously that's the main bit of the house, but then everyone's got like a little extension, so it's like, how do I fancy doing that? So some people are going to have like a brick extension, some of them are going to be like just concrete, and some of them are going to be panelled or wood, you know. So, you know, we're keeping that individuality throughout, and as well as the back gardens. So some of them are going to have grass, some of them not. It's going to be paved. I'm just really trying to make it so that each house is totally different. But you know, if you do decide to download this, which it is available on the gallery, the link is down below. Yeah, if you do decide to download this and use it, then obviously you can mess with it, you can play around with it, or you know, do whatever you fancy. So yeah, before I start finishing a specific house, I hadn't yet decided which one I wanted to do. I thought I would complete the exterior of the houses, so putting in some like flower boxes in certain places, and gonna go through and put a mailbox on the front of each house. Obviously I don't know which one the postmen would use in the game, or whether they'd want to use different ones, so you might, when you play, just want to delete a bunch of them. I don't think having lots of bins out the front of your house is going to be that annoying, but if you decide to keep going to different ones, maybe that'll annoy you, so again, maybe delete the ones you're not going to use. But then yeah, I just wanted to make them look kind of natural. So some of them have got bikes and hoses, and some of them have got like sized up cars. I know that some people don't like the sized up car look, but actually on this lot I think it looks really cool, and I really do quite like them. So again, if it's not your cup of tea, just delete it, you know, c'est la vie, that's all fine. Yeah, and again, I wanted to add a bit of variety to the back gardens. So some people have got like planting boxes, some have got washing lines, some have got, one's got that basketball hoop. Again, just adding a bit of variety. If you don't want to use laundry in your game, just delete the washing lines, etc. I just think it adds a bit of normality, and you know, if you didn't fancy having your bin around the front, put it around the back. Loads of people have their bins around the back of their houses and not around the front, like whatever you fancy. So there you go. You've just seen I've put in the lights so I can actually see what was going on with all those houses, and I'm just putting a half wall as a kind of banister up the top of the houses, so that your sim doesn't accidentally fall over and like hurt themselves, you know, by falling down the stairs. Because I mean, it's not like, I mean, your sim wouldn't do it, but in real life I would. I'd probably fall down the stairs. I'm very clumsy. But there you go. As you can see, I've started putting some flooring, etc. into that middle house, the house with the red door. This is the one that I've decided to finish. I mean, my boyfriend came in halfway through and said, oh, that looks like our student house. Yeah, I've got to say, I did live in a terrace house for 2 years, so it will be kind of based on that, but I have built that before and it is a bit different. If you want to go find it, I'll link it up. I'll put a little card up to that video. I'm sure I did a video in that. Now that I've said that, I'm not sure. If there is, there'll be a card. But yeah, so I've got a little bathroom downstairs, and then the kitchen area, which I've put the laundry in. So I've put the washing machine and the tumble dryer in here. In my terrace house, my student house, I had a machine that did both, and it was very noisy and very annoying. But I think that is the case with a lot of people's machines when they rent somewhere. It's not quite what you want, but there we go. So yeah, so it's just a kind of plain, yet somewhat colourful kitchen. You know, I love these tiles. I've recently found these base game tiles, and I absolutely love them in like all of the colours. I love it. I think it looks so cute as a kitchen tile. Is brilliant. Anyway, just putting up some herbs. I was trying to find the original herb rack. There we go, from Laundry Day, and I think that layered with the kind of potion herbs from the magic one. What's the magic pack called? I can't remember. Realm of Magic? Is that right? I think those two layered together look really nice and just adds to your, you know, collection. And just finding some artwork. I haven't used that bacon and pancakes picture in ages, and I thought, why not? Let's put that in the kitchen. So yeah, that's the kitchen kind of done. You know, somewhat cluttered, but not too much. So next we're moved on to the living room. It's also like the front room, you walk straight into it. And I was debating putting a fireplace in, but because it's a 5 wide room and then the door's on one side, it kind of both at the same time looked in the centre but not symmetrical, and it was doing my head in. So we've just got the TV on a stand, a nice couch and chair set up with a rug. Yeah, there we go. I keep using these kind of almost tapestry rugs all the time, the more bohemian ones, and I think that's saying that when I have a house I need a rug like that. I think this is what this is telling me, but you know, we'll get to that when I actually eventually could afford a house. It's gonna be a little while. Anyway, yeah, so because this is the front door, this is exactly where you walk in, I definitely wanted that kind of, you know, place to put your umbrella and your shoes, nook area, and I thought behind the chair and sofa right there is the perfect spot because I didn't know what else to put in there. So I've got a little hook where you can hang your bag or your coat, put your shoes away, and that kind of thing. And then that left us with this side of the room, and it's a bit like, I'm not sure what to do here. So we've gone for bookcase and a guitar, because, you know, your Sims might like doing that. I've put the kids activity planner thing, task board, whatever it is, up there. And I think that fits quite nicely as well, and with the little side table, oh, just loving it. I've got lots of like different blues and just kind of pale colours going on there. I love that front room. It's great. So then upstairs, I've also got a bathroom up here. So I decided that I wanted 2 bathrooms because while that might not be the actual case in real terrace houses, again, it's The Sims. It's far easier to get all your Sims showered and dressed if there's multiple showers and bathrooms. I will always put in more bathrooms in a Sims house than would be in a real house, just because otherwise it's really annoying. But yeah, so there we go. Bathroom, really simple, sorted. We've then got the kind of back room, which is slightly bigger, so it's the master bedroom. I thought I'd put a nice walk-in wardrobe in there. And then I'm going to change the bed in a minute because I decided I really want to use those cats and dogs end tables, and it didn't really match. So we've gone for the cats and dogs bed in that grey colour. Really love it, that grey and blue together. Mwah, beautiful. And then we've added a plant, got a nice little tree, and a mirror in the bedroom just above the headboard, which I thought looked quite nice. Again, I was kind of like, oh, what do I do with the rest of the room, because it's got that extra little bit of room, but you can't put too much there because it's in front of the wardrobe. So I've put an ottoman in there, put those canvases, or those framed prints resting against the wall. It's quickly become my favourite bit of decor, and that's that room finished. We've got one more room to do, which is this room. I decided it was going to be a kid's bedroom, and that little one tile was getting on my nerves, so I just blocked it off. Initially it was just going to be for one Sim. I'm not entirely sure of the age range of these kids. It could be children, could be teenagers. Maybe with the cats it's a child, but it could just be a cat obsessed kid, teenager even. So I was going to make it for 1 sim, but then it looks a bit strange, so I've decided to go with 2. So this house is a 4 sim household. That makes a bit more sense with the number of bathrooms, you know. So yeah, I think we're pretty much done here, guys. We're about to go into the screenshots, a few final bits of decor, and that's it. Here we go, screenshot time. So here we go. This is the exterior of the Terrace street. I think it looks really cute. That's the front, here's the back. You know, I could have gone a bit wilder, I suppose, with like vines and ivy and stuff, but I don't think it was needed. The front room, lovely. It's very simple. I've kept the walls really simple in here because, you know, if you were going to pretend that you're renting it, it's always very plain. Oh, you can see the curtain clipping through the top. No, sorry, that's kitchen. Just noticed it was clipping. Oh well, you probably wouldn't notice in gameplay. If you do, you can change it. The downstairs bathroom, lovely, very simple. Upstairs, the master bedroom. I think it just looks very clean and kind of Scandi. The kids' bedroom upstairs, really cute. I love it. I mean, I built it, I should love it. And then the bathroom. And then we're going to have screenshots of the entire thing, so you can see what the rest of the houses look like in their floor plan. But yeah, as I said, guys, this is available on the gallery. There's a link in the description. You can go and download it and play with it and mix it up. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!